Hey everybody, good Tuesday morning, top of the morning to you. Eddie William Sellers coming to you this morning. Sitting outside, a little bit of coolness in the air this morning. The temperature has kind of dropped. Uh, Fall is just around the corner. Football's starting up, so isn't it great? We're live in fall of 2025. So, but anyway, the Morning Post this morning is about us changing as human beings, and I know that following awakening teachers and preachers and people online and all, there's much said about us becoming evolved, awakened, woke, and becoming a more enlightened person. And so the Morning Post comes from that angle right there. Much is said today about becoming a different person and changing as human beings as we go through life, as we go through life's experiences, as we grow older. But do we really change? Were we sent here to change? Can a soul change? Can a spirit being change? I am still the same Eddie in the picture over on my Facebook page, that's 50 years apart, that I was 50 years ago. It feels like I have lived many lives within this one lifetime. Have I? Did I? Can anyone truly explain what this life experience really is? I watched the lives of Granny Bradshaw. That's one thing about living a long life and living to be older. You can therefore go back and have in context, like Joni Mitchell wrote, both sides of the story. I have watched the lives of my Granny Bradshaw, Granny Sellers, my aunts, Lottie, Colleen, Carol, Annie Ruth, Betty, Mary, and my mama, from the time I was a little kid until the time that each one of them passed. I never noticed any of them changing, really, or going through great change or great revelations. They all stayed pretty much the same over their long lives. Mama was a flirt when she was young, and she was a flirt in her 70s into her old age. Granny Bradshaw, Granny Sellers were both soft and sweet and kind. My Uncle Aaron had a temper when he was a boy, and he still had a temper when he was an old man. My Uncle Bud, who was the preacher of the family, he was a flirt and a womanizer. Was when he was young, was when he got older. Do people really change? I didn't see any of them evolve or become more enlightened or open-minded or outgrow any of their ways. And that's from just a life experience. Society changes, cultures change, countries change, but do we change? I think we do, or at least some of us do. But I haven't known many people who have. Once a hard-shell Baptist, always a hard-shell Baptist. They say. Racists rarely change. Some have, of course, but the seeds of that seems to always be there with them. I don't think Savannah or Chance, my two grandkids, I don't even think they would know how to be a racist. Or, so far, even religious. They don't even really know the story of Christ. Did we bless them by not indoctrinating them, or did we hurt them? I think we blessed them. If there is a God out there that's going to come seeking and searching for them, let that be on God. Don't put me up to do that business. Anyhow, it is, am I odd? Well, I can answer you that right now. Yeah, I'm odd. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm odd. Yeah. I agree with some of y'all. I assumed for a long time that all people evolve and change. Now, I don't think all people do. Do you really think Donald Trump is any different today than he was as a young college guy in his 20s? He ain't changed. He was probably an asshole back then, just as much as he is today. So Maybe it's a rare thing for only a small group of people who does that, who changes. As Trump begins to call out the National Guard, now let me see where I'm at. As Trump begins to call out the National Guard into cities around the country, it is a pretext to have a system in place for not leaving office. He ain't leaving, y'all. All of us sane people can easily see this. MAGA sold us out as a country, as a neighbor, as a people. They sold out our democracy and our country. Their hatred, I guess, for Hillary and Obama and their country. Talk about the ultimate hate of your neighbor. MAGA is just a movement of hate. Just a movement of hate, y'all. If you don't see that, I just don't even get how your brain works. Did the country change? We seem to be back at the same place we were 50 years ago, but worse. The country is imploding all around us every day. We are now a country that no longer has free and fair elections or a viable Supreme Court. Most countries never change, and the ones that do tend to fall back into their old ways. If you know someone who was grouchy when they were young, they will still be grouchy when they're an old person. Do we ever change, really? I say we do. I say I have. But I have seen very little of it in other people over my life. People usually wind up being who they always were. What's the old saying? Dr. Maya Angelou says, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time, because they're not going to change. That's who they are. That's who they will always be. Believe them the first time. So throughout their lives, what is the old saying? A leopard can't change its spots. Yeah. Good Tuesday morning, sweet people. Today I will rejoice and be hopeful and thankful and awake and aware and woke and awakened. Yeah. I tell you this, if you listen to this, if you are capable or able to change better who you are as a person. You become a better person with change. What's that other old saying? Oprah, Dr. Maya Angelou said a lot of people grow older but don't grow up. Some of you people listen to this, you need to grow up. You might be saying, you come on. Your life's almost over. Grow up. Stop. Grow up. This is going to be a good day. There is a fall coolness in the air sitting out here this morning. The two pictures over on my Facebook page, some of you people can come over there and join. I do a little written post on my Facebook page. The two pictures are 50 years apart. One's with Toji when I lived in my first little apartment in West End. The other is this morning with Boom Boom laying in bed with me. Trying to get our day started. Love y'all.